Hey guys, so we're done with triangles for a little bit, thank goodness. I know that there's a lot all at once with triangles, but we're moving on to some other shapes, finally. So we're going to be looking at polygons. So a polygon is just some kind of a closed figure formed by 3 or more line segments. Those are called sides. So you make some little line segments or lines, and they close up to make a shape. Okay? So we are going to look at some of the interior angle measures. So if you add all of the inside angles of each polygon together. So the sum of the measures of the interior angles in any polygon can be determined by the number of triangles that it can be broken down into. So if we look at a triangle, we remember it has 3 sides. You know, there's only one triangle in a triangle, and each triangle has 180 degrees on the interior angles, okay? Quadrilateral, so it's a 4-sided figure, any kind of 4-sided figure, like a square, trapezoid, rectangle, any of those, okay? If you see here, we drew this little line from corner to corner, this diagonal line, that made 2 triangles. So now that we have 2 triangles, we're going to just do 2 times 180. And if we multiply 2 times 180, because each triangle, so this one has 180, and this one has 180, if we do 2 times 180, we get 360. So for each triangle in the shape, there's 180 degrees in the interior angles. Okay, 5-sided shape is a pentagon. You can see there's 1, 2, 3 triangles here. If we add 180 for each, so 180 plus 180 plus 180, or if you do 180 times 3, we're going to get 540 degrees. So in every pentagon, the interior angles will add to 540. 6-sided figure is a hexagon. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. 4 times 180 is 720 degrees. Okay, so we don't have pictures for these ones, but you know we're going to go 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 7-sided figure is a heptagon. You can see the pattern here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's going to be 5 triangles in this one. 5 times 180 is going to give you 900 degrees. An octagon has 8 sides. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can tell this one's going to have 6, and so on. So 6 times 180 is going to give you 1080 degrees. So in every octagon, the interior angles will add to give you 180 or 1080. Okay, 9-sided figure is a nonagon. It's going to have 7 triangles, which if you do 7 times 180, you're going to get 1260. So every nonagon or 9-sided figure is going to have 1260 if you add together all of their interior angles. And lastly, a decagon, a 10-sided shape. It's going to have 8 of them, so it's going to have 1440. Now looking at these, okay, we're going to try and relate the number of sides in to the sum of the interior angles, okay? Well, we're trying to determine, sorry about that, so we're trying to determine how many triangles there are based on the number of sides. So we can see 3 has 1, okay, so 3 sides gives you 1 triangle. That's subtracting 2. 4 sides gives you 2 triangles. You subtract 2 from there. 5 minus 2 gives you 3. So every time we're just subtracting 2 from the number of sides to get the number of triangles. Okay? So we'll do n minus 2. That's how many triangles. Number of side minus 2 is the number of triangles. And then in order to determine the number, or the degrees in the inside, you multiply that by 180. So that's going to be the sum of the interior angles. N is the number of sides. So again, N is number of sides. S is sum of interior angles. Okay? So now it tells us to find the sum of the measures of the interior angles in each polygon. Okay? So we're going to find S. Okay? So it's going to be n minus 2 times 180. It's a 15 gon. So once you get past decagon, it would just be 11 gon, 12 gon, and those ones, that's how we're going to use them like that. So we have 15 sides. So we can go and put n equals 15 here. So we're going to do n minus 2, so 15 minus 2 times 180. So if we added together all of the angles in a 15-gon, we would get 13 times 180 would give us 2,340 degrees. Okay? I will show you number 2. So we have a 21-gon, so n is 21. So the sum is going to be 21 minus 2 times 180. And that's going to give us 3,420. Okay? So go ahead and try 3 and 4. Take the number of sides, subtract 2, and multiply by 180. Okay? So, when we're looking at different polygons, there's a special type called a regular polygon. And so a regular polygon is going to be a polygon that has all sides congruent, so all of the sides are the same length, and therefore all angles will be congruent or the same. Okay, so all the sides are the same and all the angles are the same. So for example, if we have like a pentagon, it'll end up looking like this. Not a very good picture, but all of these are the same, and all the angles are the same. Okay, so it's a regular polygon. Well, if we need to find the measure of just one of the angles in a regular polygon, we're going to take the sum of the interior angles, and we're just going to divide by the number of sides, because the number of sides is the same as the number of angles. So if there's 5 angles here, and we know there are 540 degrees in total, and we just divide by 5, that will give us the measure of each angle. And if we do that, we'd get 108. So each of these angles is a 108 degrees. Okay? So, for example, here we'd do s divided by n. So here we know that the sum of the interior angles is going to be n minus 2 times 180. Don't know what happened to that parentheses. N minus 2 times 180 divided by n. We're just going to divide it by the number of sides. Okay, so for a regular pentagon, we need s over n. Pentagon, n is 5, so it's our picture up here. So we'd have 5 minus 2 times 180. And then after that, we're going to divide it by 5, which is going to give us 540 divided by 5. Just going to give us 108 degrees, so exactly what we did up here. Okay, so a regular 18-gon. N is 18. Okay, so we're going to do s over n for that. I want you to go ahead and finish that out. Use the formula over here, and tell me what you get. Go and pause it and figure that out. Okay, so you should have gotten 160 once you're done. So each angle in a regular 18-gon, so 18 sides, all angles and sides the same, is going to be 160 degrees. So we've looked at the interior angles, so the angles of the inside of each of these shapes. But now let's look at the exterior angles. Okay, so if you draw a shape and you just extend one of the sides, that's the exterior angle. Just extend the side. The angle created is the exterior angle. Okay, so let's just go ahead and look. So we know that these are all going to be supplementary. You can see it makes a straight line, so we'll do 180 minus 79 here. It's going to give us 101 for the little angle on the outside. Okay, 180 minus 40, since again it's a straight angle, will give us 140 degrees. And then over here, and again we're looking at just the exterior angles, it'd be 180 minus 61 is going to give us 119 degrees. Okay, so these are the exterior angles of this triangle, and if we add them all together, we're going to get 360 degrees. Okay, so for a triangle, it looks like the exterior angles will always add to 360. Well, let's look at a quadrilateral. So again, for each of these, you need to do 180 minus the other one. Okay, so 180 minus 124 gives us 56 degrees. 180 minus 76 gives us 104 degrees. 180 minus 89 is going to give us 91 degrees. And then 180 minus 71 gives us 109. So again, if we add these up, we still get 360 degrees. Okay, so the sum of exterior angles for a triangle and for a quadrilateral are 360 degrees. Let's look at a pentagon. Again, you do 180 minus the interior angle to get the exterior angle. Okay, so 180 minus this 98 is going to give us 82 degrees. 180 minus this 121, 59. 180 minus 97 is 93, or 87, sorry. So you get 93 degrees. 180 minus 130 is 50 degrees. And then 180 minus 104, 76 degrees. Again, if we sum them together, so add them all together, we get the sum of the exterior angle measures is still 360. So it's the same for a pentagon. Well, looks like it's going to be the same for the rest of them. Let's go ahead and try a hexagon. I want you to go ahead and go through and write all these angles down. Okay, do 180 minus the interior angle, and when you do that, add them all together, and when you do, you are once again going to get 360 degrees. So after looking at a triangle, a quadrilateral, a pentagon, and a hexagon, I think we can go ahead and say that the sum of exterior angles of any polygon, so if you have any polygon, any shape, closed shape like that, oops, I started writing shape when I said shape, and any polygon is always going to be 360 degrees. Okay, so what is the measure of each exterior angle of a regular hexagon? Okay, well, if we need each one, so we have a hexagon, so it's going to be like this. Okay, all the sides are the same because it's regular and all the angles are the same. Not a very good drawn picture, it's okay though. So there's 6 angles, and so that means there's going to be 6 exterior angles. Okay, exterior angles are going to add to 360, so you need total over, so you need the exterior angles. Let me think about what I'm trying to write. Sorry, I'm copying it from over here and I've got it written wrong. So anytime we need just one exterior angle, we're going to do 360 divided by n. Okay, so we need an exterior angle here. We do 360 divided by number of sides. Hexagon is 6. 360 divided by 6 is going to give you 60 degrees. Okay, I want you to go ahead and try number 8 again. Do 360 divided by n. Okay, divided by the right number, and it's going to give you your answer. I'm going to go ahead and show you number 9 because it's a little different. Okay, so we still have 360 over n equals the exterior angles, but this one actually tells you the exterior angle of a regular polygon measures 12. So we know that this is equal to 12 degrees. Well, we need to solve for n. Well, dividing by 360 won't help because we have 1 over n. So we'll multiply both sides by n to get it to the other side. So we get, those ones cancel out. So we get 360 equals 12n. And then we can just divide by 12, giving us that n is equal to 30. Okay, so the number of sides is 30. So do this one in the same way. It gives you the exterior angle is 40. So we have 360 divided by n equals 40. Okay, so again, you're going to multiply by n on both sides. Those are going to cancel, and you can solve for n that way. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and finish that one. Let me know if you guys have any questions about these. We have another assignment tomorrow looking at more practice with the interior and exterior angle measures of polygons. And that's going to be a video as well, and then some practice on your own. So let me know if you have any questions on any of this, if there's something you don't understand, and I will see you guys later.